What's going on, guys? Your boy Maze, and we're back with another video. And in today's video, guys, I'm going over the best gear for Freyja. As I've already showed you guys pretty much all the showcases now in terms of what she's able to do in the PvE and PvP side of things. And so now I'm going to be showcasing to you guys what gear set I've been using and why you want to be running this gear set specifically versus other gear sets for her, because I feel like this is going to be the best one regardless. Before we actually hop into the video, make sure to subscribe to your boy Amazing. We are on the road to 35,000 subscribers. Guys, we're at the 32,600 subscriber mark. If you guys have not hit that subscribe button yet, definitely make sure to hit it. And with that out of the way, let's hop in and talk about that Freyja gear. Alright guys, so the gear that I've been running on my Freyja is going to be attack crit damage, and the reason why we're running attack crit damage is because Freyja is meant to be a damage dealer. The first thing we would go to see why she is running attack crit damage is going to be her passive, right? We got to see what she's doing in her passive that warrants us making this gear set. Increases the hero's attack related stats by 7% for every ally on the battlefield with the Ragnarok characteristic. Increases allies pierce rate by 4% for every debuff applied to the enemy up to 5 times. So automatically you guys can already see that with 7% attack related stats for every ally on the battlefield that's Ragnarok characteristic, Freyja is going to be dealing a lot of damage as she gets more Ragnarok characters on her team. And so because of that, you want to amplify that damage by running a 2-piece crit damage and 4-piece attack sets. So that you're able to do just a ton of damage with the the extra attack related stats you are getting. Another thing to take into account is if you actually go to her cards here, she's gonna have flood single target, which for every additional percent of remaining HP, 0.8% additional, you actually get increased damage as well, right? And then if you actually go to her second skill right here, she's gonna have pierce, triple pierce, which is, AoE. It's not going to be doing like a ton of damage, but it still does a lot. Right, and then you want to obviously amplify that by giving her more attack and crit damage. And then if we go to her ultimate here, her ultimate is pretty much going to be an AoE nuke. Depending on the amount of enemies you are facing, it'll either do less damage or more damage, but regardless of it, it's still going to be a nuke ultimate, as you guys can see, with the number being very, very high. Even at 1 out of 6, I think it's like 725%. Which is still super crazy. So if you guys are running Freyja, and let's say you have her like super low dupe, she's still going to be able to hit fairly hard, because I think the minimum abyss she has is 25%, and then the minimum percent on her ultimate I think is 725%. So regardless, she's going to be hitting super hard on her ultimate, and the 25% extra damage dealt after the fact is going to be very, very strong. And so you want to make that as strong as it can be by running the attack crit damage set. Would there be any reason to run another set? Probably not. I mean, HP defense, I know Freyja is one of the higher CC characters. Let me actually pull up CC ranking here, and we'll actually check how high her CC actually is compared to other characters. Alright, so we got the CC ranking list up here, and if you guys can actually see right here, is the website gonna translate? Sure. Okay, there we go. So look at that. just on the first page here. So we have Ultimate Escanor, Purgatory Meliodas, King, Elizabeth, Diane, and then Freyja here, no Holy Relic Freyja, which is insane. So she is a really high CC character as well. So there is there could be like an argument of like, oh, amazing, shouldn't you run just HP defense then, because you could like have her as like a link or something if you have her higher dupe, and that's fair. You definitely could, but I think overall though, if you're going to be running her, you want her to be dealing damage. And so that's why I advocate for attack crit damage on her, because even if like let's say you are running HP defense, like you're not going to be hitting damage cap on all these fights in PvE on an HP defense set versus an attack crit set. Like if we go to like the fights that I did for my videos, I did do all the demonic beasts except Nidhogg, obviously, because that one is just not doable with what's her name, unfortunately. Skull and Hadi, you definitely need attack crit damage so that your ultimate does the most amount of damage possible, so that your flood card is able to hit the damage cap. Like you definitely want attack crit damage. Deer, you could argue like an HP defense set is fine, because you get so much stats on the deer that it really doesn't matter. But I feel like regardless, attack is going to be still a safe bet. And even on the deer, I always recommend people run attack. I never recommend people run HP, because when you run HP on the deer, you're just losing out on damage and speed. You want to be clearing as fast as possible, and so that's why I always recommend attack. And then in terms of the bird, you want her to do a lot of damage as well on the phase 4 of floor 1, which she can actually deal damage. If you guys check out my video, She can actually deal damage. And then just in general, like, attack crit damage is gonna be the way to go. I really don't see another set you can run on Freyja that's gonna be better. You could try, like, if you really wanted to be that guy, you could try like a Pierce Rate set, right? But I don't think that's gonna be a great set, just because you're not really running her with, you know, like Lilia and like, you know, like Trader Melly and like the characters you would run with like a Lilia type Pierce team. It's not gonna work. It really is not going to work, because you're not getting a ton of attack related sets. Honestly, you'll probably be getting more Pierce Rate and damage dealt regardless for even the Flood card and the AoE Pierce, with just having Ragnarok characters on your team. So I think regardless, I'm going to say that attack crit damage is the way to go, guys. And if you are building a set for PvP, PvE, attack crit damage is going to be the way to go. In PvP, for sure, attack crit damage too as well. I didn't really discuss PvP viability, but I do think attack crit damage is going to be the way to go for PvP, because the whole point is that if you're able to deal enough damage, you can kill. If you go second with Freyja, you're auto losing probably anyway to a demon team. You know what I mean? Even with HP defense. So if you go second because of HP defense, then it doesn't really change anything. And you always run attack crit Brunhild. Like, you always do. And so because Brunhild's a DPS, you have to run Freyja attack crit. Like, that's what you got to do. You probably could run HP defense though and still do like okay, but I feel like you're losing out on her damage potential, and you know, you won't be able to do as much. Honestly, I think going with the attack crit damage is going to be the way to go. I feel like, honestly, you probably don't even need Brunhild on the team. Like, I feel like if I was to run, oh no, you definitely do because of the debuffs. And then Ragnarok Dian's really good too. Yeah, never mind. You have to run Brunhild. But yeah, I feel like this is probably your best PvP team in 3v3. This is going to be like a normal standard team with the Ragnarok Mon backline. But yeah, like, I don't know, man. I feel like attack crit damage is still regardless going to be the way to go. You guys let me know, though, what you've been using on your Freyja. If you have been using her, let me know how it goes. But we could do like one PvP match as well just to finish up the video. Let's do that. So let's put on my gear real quick. Do we have... There's the attack piece. Then we'll put the attack piece here. And then, yeah, we should be good. And then I gear my my Bond and my Dian here. Okay, there we go. Go to the Dian and pop. Oh, I have to fix this. Well, we'll fix this real quick. I was doing some shenanigans for the for the Nidhogg, but okay, there we go. Alright, guys, let's hop in. Let's do one match. I'll put some CC food on, and we'll see how this team is able to rock real quick with the attack crit damage Freyja. So we are running Sariel Link as well, so let's hop in. Alright, guys, so we are hopping into the PvP match here. We are going to LCC. This is a Summer Merlin cleanse team. So we definitely want to be killing that Summer Merlin turn 1. If this is a Vade food, if this is real player... Okay, it's a bot, I think. Yeah, okay. Well, at least you guys get to see the damage in general, right? So we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. So AoE is obviously going to do a lot from Brunhild. And then we have the AoE right here with Freyja. And look at that, man. It's crazy. So if that's what I'm saying, like, if you're running Freyja, attack crit damage is the way to go, guys. Look at the damage I'm able to deal. And oh my... What the... Why did Melly look like that when he died? Yo, that's crazy. 365k right there with the attack. Yeah, no, like, she is really stupid, man, if you can get the damage. And unfortunately, Escanor, because we're running Yan, cannot do more than 50% of my HP. Look at that, man. And now we can actually... oh, wow, he has ultimate, too. This is kind of scary, though. Okay, let's try and kill him, though. Let's do this, let's do this. And let's do that. Gotta go for the kill. If this doesn't kill, then we're going outside. We are going outside if this does not kill. Yo, Dian, please. This is at rank 2. Okay, thank you. This is to a bot too. I would have been very mad if he lost right there. Okay, but regardless, I think we do win the match here. We can only take 50%, remember, so Freyja is probably gonna die. Yeah, because she, unfortunately there, she was literally at like the 50% or less. So yeah, she wasn't able to live. And also, like, another thing too is because if you're running her in PvP, like, Ragnarok Dian keeps you alive, so attack is fine anyway. The only thing that you lack is just CC. I feel like that's the only thing right now Ragnarok team is like kind of missing, is just the CC part. But regardless, man, if you're going first and you can, like, you know, if that was an actual evade food player and I baited out the evade food, I would have killed, right? the Meliodas probably would have lived, but I would have been able to kill the rest of the team. So yeah, guys, just to give you guys an idea of like why she's like good with attack crit damage. That's why I'm recommending it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a great rest of your day.